So where do we start with the man who was bigger than John was when John did his baptism thing? It's a little Jesus Christ superstar for you. Phenomenal rock opera, whatever you want to call it. Play. Great. One of the best moments of my life was getting to meet Ted Neely at the Carl Anderson Performing Center. Awesome. But we're not talking about Jesus or Judas tonight. Tonight, I just want to open this up with something. It was brought to my attention tonight that people who watch this video, if there's a... I don't mean to say, I'm awesome, but there's a lot of people watching this that aren't subscribed, and a lot of people who I'm getting emails from, or I'm hearing word of mouth through other people around town. I talked to someone today, and there was a video... Once again, I'm not going to say any names. A few weeks ago that I talked about that I unfriended someone on Facebook. Well, word got back to me that word got back to them. And, I mean, it doesn't bother me that they know. But I think it was the best decision for me to make. And I don't think it's worth debating. Like, I think it's just better left this way, because it's going to get dirty and ugly if you try to talk about it. Anyway, I don't think this person is going to attempt to talk to me about it, but I just, I just hope that the other people that pass the word along understand that I wasn't trying to be offensive to that individual. I just disagree with most everything that they believe in. That being said, I don't want to talk about this anymore. If it comes up again, then I'll try to do it on a personal note rather than over the interwebs. I've had a hell of a night, just a rough, tough night at work, trying to order some new computer parts and finding them cheaper somewhere else and trying to cancel them, and just absolute nightmare. But it's turning out now. I finally got to get home tonight and read the last of the All Out War series in the Walking Dead comic. I've been itching to read it all freaking day, just haven't had time to read it. I feel like it kind of petered out. I like the direction it went in, though. I do like Rick's turn for the better. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of last episode, or issue, I don't know if you read the Walking Dead comic or not, so spoiler alert, Rick slit Negan's neck. Like, after it looked like they were going to come to agreement to work together. And in this episode, they have a fight, and Rick gets hurt, but Negan gets equally as hurt, almost killed. And so they decide to come to an agreement. Well, Rick's decided he's not going to kill him. He's going to make him spend the rest of his life in jail. Which is pretty neat, because he was a cop. You know what I mean? So he's bringing back who he was before the fall of humanity. And that's interesting, because we don't really know that Rick that well. We met him a little bit, we saw glimpses of him, but, I mean, he had to evolve very quickly to survive, and obviously he reconnected with his family, and so now you've just got this Rick who's trying to bring back the old ways, I think. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't think it'll ever be the same, but it's a great comic. If you've never read The Walking Dead, do yourself a favor, honestly. Go back and start at issue number 1 and read up to 126, which just came out. They're quick reads. I mean, you can read a comic in 5 minutes, maybe. So, spread it out. I guarantee you end up reading them in like a day or two, though. There are some lulls in the middle there, but right up through the prison's really good. There's some things that happen after that. Anywho, Walking Dead, if you've never read it, you should start at the beginning and read it. Very good series. I'm packing up my first package for the first person who asked for free art. So I'm going to send... I don't want to say much because I'm sure he's going to watch this and take screenshots of me making stupid faces. Here's one for you. I even kept it steady. I'll come up with a few of them for you. Anywho, yeah, so I've got a bunch of prints that I'm sending that I don't know if he's seen a lot of these, because the first year I did Mysticon and I met Sean Osborne. He had bought a few of my prints, and so I don't think I sold a lot of my first series of prints, which I never did. Oh, no, I did that for New York Comic Con back in 2009. So I'm going to send... All right, I'll let you know a little bit. I'm going to send some original stuff, too, that I've been drawing. Probably 2, maybe 3 of those. I don't know if I've got 3 to send, because I got some other stuff. Anywho, so, and I'm going to send you 7 of the original prints that I did. The first series of prints I did for New York Comic Con. Because you rock. You rock my world. You take screenshots, you share this. You know, you're a good guy. And I'd like to call you a friend. So I'm going to, friend. I heard that the Yankees, one of their players got thrown out because of pine tar on his neck. That's the second time a Yankees player has had some foreign substance on them. I don't appreciate it, Yankees. Oh, damn Red Sox. I also, my friend Chris Costanis, I really, really want to go. He invited me up to go to Philly this weekend. They were going to see him, his brother, and his friend Mason. There was somebody else who was going to go that was going to drive that had to back out. So I'm going to do everything in my power to hopefully get Saturday off, please. If anybody from Givens is watching this, please. I've always wanted to go to Philly and have a Philly cheesesteak, and to get to go with Nick and Chris and meet this guy Mason would just be a great experience. Like, Philly, Philadelphia, Patty's Pub, you know what I'm talking about? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Watch that show. First few seasons are fantastic. It's got its ups and downs, but it just got renewed through season 12, so obviously it's doing something right. I don't know what's going on with my mouth, but I have a hard time talking at night lately. Half the time I must sound like I'm drunk. I'm really not, though. That's the thing, is I usually only have like 1 drink a night, or, you know, not every night, but just about. It's gotten to the point where I just like the flavor of it. It's not even that I'm looking for a buzz or anything like that, but it gets to the point where, like, I feel like I'm talking that way, but I'm not. In the next video coming up in just a few minutes, I'm going to pick up at the Sega Genesis. I think I may have talked about one of the games for the Genesis, but I want to go on, and I mean, we've got, like I said, 12 more systems I need to talk about. But the last, you know, obviously PS4, there's not much to be said. It just came out, so. Dang, there was something else. Oh, I almost got killed tonight. Last night's episode was almost the last episode of The Road to 40. I almost didn't make it to 40. I didn't think of that. I haven't really thought about that. Who thinks about that? That they could die within the next year. Does anybody think about that? You should. You should live every moment of your life like it's your last, because that's fun. It's tough to remember, though. The monotony of day to day just beats you down sometimes, and you forget to live that way. But when you do, oh, you're more alive than ever. Colors are brighter and smells are smellier. You gotta. Or you'll be 90 on your deathbed and going, I wasted all my days worrying about tomorrow. Or when you're 40. Who knows? I know it's depressing, but live. If I could give one advice to my children, live your life to the fullest. Like, nobody's watching, you know what I mean? To a certain degree. Just don't kill people. That's not nice. And don't be mean to animals. I like animals. What a day, man. This is a long, long day. My mother's last chemotherapy was today. So, they're actually going to be opening a radiation part of their cancer center. They opened a cancer center here a few years ago, but a lot of the stuff you still have to go up to Charlottesville for. However, they're adding a radiation center here, so my mother's reconsidering doing it. I think she was really not doing it because she didn't want to trouble us for rides to Charlottesville. So she's legally blind and never had a license, so she's always relied on people. And she just won't take the bus because she's scared. She's a scared, aging woman who doesn't want to get lost in the middle of nowhere and not know how to get back. And she has a cell phone now, so it's not like... I mean, worst case scenario, if we were both... Well, no, we're never both working at the same time. Someone would be able to go get her. It might be a pain in the ass, but I would prefer it to always, you know, you know, I feel terrible. Let me talk about this. This is 10 minutes. I'll talk about this for 5 minutes, and we'll move back on to Genesis. I want to tell you about my mom a little bit. And this goes for my kids if they're watching 20 years later too. This is how to be a person. This is how to be a parent, I think. She has her you know, misgivings, you know, I mean, she's not perfect by any means, no stretch of the imagination. She never claims to be. She probably thinks she's a worse parent than she is. She was a great parent growing up, like, almost too good. Like, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but my dad, who died when I was 7, had an annuity, so she collected money through that, and now Social Security as well, for us to get by. But it was a decent annuity. Plus, she also got his military retirement thingy for a while. I think till I was 21. So, I mean, we were never rich, but we never went without. Like, some may say I was spoiled growing up. I did have the USS aircraft carrier for G.I. Joe. But she, after my dad died, or that's when I really stopped remembering things, she basically gave up her life for me. Like, she never even dated after that. She never showed any interest in reconnecting. And I think I would be the same, to be completely honest. Like, I think when you've found the person that makes you who you are, I'm not going to say completes you, because I don't think anybody completes you. I think you're complete on your own. But, like, for me, and I would have no problem. If I died tomorrow, I would want Carol to go out and be happy and have somebody to help raise the kids and stuff like that. But I don't think I could. I just don't think that's for me. And I think it's my upbringing, maybe religiously. But my mother never did either. And, you know, she's always taking care of me. So, like, I have no problem taking care of her at this time. Like, I am, you know, getting to the point in life where, like, I better be living on my own, you know, you know what I mean? You know, fun things at the OK Corral. Anywho, so her last chemo was today, and she was always, I think she was really troubled by us always having to bring her to Charlottesville. My car is not very reliable. It's on its way out. I could go down the list of things wrong with this car, but it'd be easier to tell you what works on it still. It goes forward and backwards. I guess that's the most important thing. It's about all it does right. But it's my car, you know. I'm not gonna drag this out anymore. I just want you guys to kind of get a glimpse of her. Like, it was kind of shocking. Like, I still, even now, even after her last chemo is done, like, it's so weird to think that she has cancer. Like, I swear, like, there's something. Alright, here goes my conspiracy theory. They put something, I'm sure it's like high fructose corn syrup, or something subtle in everything that poor people have to buy. Just to kind of whittle us down and cancer us out, and autism our kids, and ADD our kids. And I really think that there's, I know it's crazy. I know this is, ooh, here's another one for you. I really think that there's a theory that there's a means to get rid of the lower class. I really do. I mean, look around you, and I'm not saying think crazy, because I'm probably just thinking crazy. But when I look around, I see a lower class dying and being crushed and pounded into pulp, and like I just do. Like, I see it because I'm part of it. And I'm not proud of it, but I just think that it's... I don't think it's people being lazy. I don't think it's people taking advantage of a system. I don't think it's anything. I think that people are being crushed into oblivion so that the rich can flourish. I do. I know it's crazy. I'm wacky, but you know, sometimes you gotta think wacky just to eliminate your, you know, remove obstacles and possibilities and equations, numerical equations, mathematical equations. I don't know. If you think I'm crazy, let me know I'm crazy. If I'm not crazy and you think there's something there, then let's form a political party and get something done. I'm all for it. I'm really all for it. Okay. Here, let me sign off. Psycho J is going to let you go. You guys have a wonderful night. I'm coming right back to start talking about Genesis. So if you want to hear my next 1 or 2 parts, it is almost 10 o'clock now. I'll get one done maybe. Of my favorite 1 to 5 video games on every system that I've ever owned. Then come back in a minute. If not, don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. And let's make this world spin a little happier together. Okay? So, yeah, have a great night. And if you come back, I'll see you in just a minute. And let's talk about some video game shit. Because, excuse me, feeling kind of nerdy.